What happens to every young Sheldon character after it ends? Hello everyone, my name is Liam. Welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And give this video a like up. Young Sheldon is a prequel to The Big Bang Theory, focusing on Sheldon Cooper's childhood as a child prodigy. The audience already knows the fate of many young Sheldon characters from watching The Big Bang Theory. Despite viewers knowing the character's future, Young Sheldon has been a successful show and lasted 7 seasons. Young Sheldon is a spin-off prequel to the popular CBS sitcom television series, The Big Bang Theory, meaning that viewers who watched the original show already know the fate of many of the second show's characters, but those who haven't may have questions like, what happens to Georgie in Young Sheldon? The newer series, which premiered in 2017, a couple of years before The Big Bang Theory ended, focuses on Sheldon Cooper's childhood as a child prodigy. The character was originally played by Jim Parsons, while Ian Armitage portrayed the younger version of the well-known genius in the spin-off prequel. Aside from Armitage as Sheldon, other young Sheldon cast members include Zoe Perry as Mary Cooper, Lance Barber as George Cooper Sr., Montana Jordan as George Marshall Georgie Cooper Jr., Reagan Revord as Melissa Missy Cooper, Annie Potts as Connie Meemaw Tucker, and Emily Osment as Amanda Mandy McAllister. Thanks to The Big Bang Theory, the audience is aware of what the future holds for most of these characters, and if their stories are uncertain, viewers can get a sense of where they end up by watching the original series. Young Sheldon began with Sheldon Cooper at 9 years old, starting high school as a freshman. The Big Bang Theory ended with the genius at 39 years old, so there are plenty of years to cover over the two television shows. As a child prodigy, Sheldon entered college when he was 11, graduated at 14, and received his first PhD when he was 16 at the California Institute of Technology, Caltech. Following that massive accomplishment, Sheldon became a visiting professor at the University of Heidelberg in Germany. Sheldon was also the youngest person to receive the Stephenson Award at the time. By the time the first season of The Big Bang Theory rolled around, Sheldon was a senior theoretical physicist at Caltech, where he worked alongside his friends, Leonard Hofstadter, Howard Wolowitz, and Rajesh Kuthrapalli. Sheldon was roommates with Leonard, and he later met and fell in love with Amy Farrah Fowler, a neuroscientist. It took the couple a long time to become official, and they married in the season 11 final of The Big Bang Theory. The series ended with Sheldon and Amy being awarded a Nobel Prize for their superasymmetry theory. The series ended with Sheldon and Amy being awarded a Nobel Prize for their superasymmetry theory. Narration in Young Sheldon also revealed that the couple eventually had kids, including a son named Leonard. Sheldon's mother, Mary Cooper, is played by Laurie Metcalf in The Big Bang Theory and by Metcalf's daughter in real life, Zoe Perry, in Young Sheldon. Following the spin-off prequel, Mary becomes a widow when her husband and Sheldon's father, George Cooper, dies following a heart attack. While TBT painted their marriage as a failure, that was not the case for Young Sheldon. When George died, he and Mary were on good terms. They were planning to move, and then his death left her devastated. However, after Young Sheldon, Mary moved on with her life. She frequently appeared in The Big Bang Theory when she would visit Sheldon in California, or when he would occasionally visit her in Texas. Plus, Sheldon would often talk about her throughout the series. Later in The Big Bang Theory, Mary starts seeing Leonard's father, Alfred, much to Sheldon and Leonard's dismay. George Cooper Sr., played by Lance Barber in Young Sheldon, died in Young Sheldon's final season. The death was bittersweet, and it retconned many things fans expected from The Big Bang Theory. In TBTT, Sheldon talked about how his dad cheated on his mom, how he walked in on him while doing it, and even Mary had bad things to say about George Sr. in the future. None of that happened, as far as Young Sheldon is concerned. George's final episode saw him reach one of his biggest dreams: George's best friends showed up to tell Mary and George's family that he had a heart attack. He got a coaching job at a major university. He and Mary talked about it and agreed they should move and take his new opportunity to get to a better place. However, at the highest moment of his life, George's best friends showed up to tell Mary and George's family that he had a heart attack at the school and died. Everyone was devastated by the death, and this marked his heartbreaking end. The eldest Cooper child, George Marshall George E. Cooper Jr., is played by Montana Jordan in Young Sheldon and was portrayed by Jerry O'Connell in The Big Bang Theory. As seen in recent seasons of the spin-off, Georgie dropped out of school when he was 17 years old to work in sales, which set up his future as the owner of a tire store chain, Dr. Tire, as seen in the popular CBS series. Georgie also started dating Mandy McAllister when he was 17, and she was 29. They both lied about their ages. She got pregnant, and he later proposed to Mandy, and she said yes. As of the Young Sheldon final, Georgie and Mandy were still together and raising their daughter, Constance Cooper. However, Georgie's appearances in The Big Bang Theory allude to them getting married and splitting up sometime down the line. He'd also likely dated and married several other women following his, likely, divorce from Mandy. Sheldon's twin sister, Missy Cooper, is the exact opposite of him. This plays out in both Young Sheldon, where she is played by Reagan Revord, and The Big Bang Theory, where she is portrayed by Courtney Hangular. Unlike her brother, Missy is not a genius, but has a better grasp of social cues. Following the events of the spin-off prequel, Missy gets married twice and has 4 children. In the pilot episode, Sheldon mentioned that his twin sister worked as a hostess at Fuddruckers. There are several differences between Missy from The Big Bang Theory and Young Sheldon. TBBT made Missy look unintelligent and not willing to do anything to make things work. However, that is not Missy from Young Sheldon, who is smart, not as smart as Sheldon, and is capable of doing what she needs to succeed. However, as the final mentions, Young Sheldon is Sheldon Cooper's memoir, so there are plenty of places where he might be improving things to make it better. Sheldon's grandmother, Connie Tucker, affectionately nicknamed Meemaw, is played by Annie Potts in Young Sheldon and by June Squibb in The Big Bang Theory. Meemaw is Mary Cooper's mother and one of the people that Sheldon feels the closest to in the world. Thankfully, she remained alive throughout the course of the CBS comedy show. She made it to the final, and she was as devastated about George Sr.'s death as the rest of the family, showing she was close to them all throughout. But Meemaw only appeared in one episode of TBTT, and she did not attend Sheldon and Amy's wedding in the season 11 final of The Big Bang Theory. There was no reason given for her absence from the wedding, and that is concerning considering how close she was to Sheldon on Young Sheldon. It is likely Meemaw could no longer travel like she used to when Sheldon got married, or she could have ended up being placed in a long-term living facility. Sheldon never mentioned her death, so she is likely still alive. Unlike every other character, Mandy McAllister did not appear in The Big Bang Theory, nor was she mentioned by name. However, Emily Osment's Young Sheldon character might have been indirectly referenced when the other figures in the CBS sitcom television show discussed Georgie's long list of ex-girlfriends and ex-wives. Although the series never confirmed Mandy's fate, she and Georgie married, and George Sr. was able to attend their wedding before his death on Young Sheldon. They also likely divorced sometime after the spin-off prequel. However, Georgie and Mandy will get their own spin-off series called Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage. The meaning of that title will finally reveal what happened to Mandy after Young Sheldon, because it could mean that the two divorced, but then ended up getting married again down the line. The Big Bang Theory is a media franchise that has expanded from the original titular TV show that follows a group of friends who live near and with one another as they attempt to bridge social gaps due to their geeky nature and further their scientific pursuits. The show eventually spun off with a TV special and a prequel series, Young Sheldon, which follows the origins of Sheldon Cooper and how he rose to become the brilliant physicist he is. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay with us.